This news update is brought to you by
Rock the remote with hours of free karaoke on video on demand from Flow. So bring it like Bay. There's even wonderful kids sing-alongs too. Available anytime. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we flow.
It's Monday, January the 25th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, police were last night still carrying out investigations into the death of a St. Philip woman whose decomposed body was found at her home in Crane yesterday morning. Acting Assistant Superintendent of Police David Welch said they were not in a position to release the identity of the victim, said to be in her 50s. ASP Welch could not say either if foul play was suspected, only that an autopsy would determine the cause of death. A call for the restoration of the original tax breaks to individuals or businesses which make multiple donations to charities or non-profit organizations. The appeal came Saturday from opposition MP for St. James North, Edmund Hinkson, while addressing the graduation of the young students of the Clarkston Foundation at his constituency office. Hinkson said the current legislation, which now allows tax concessions on only one donation per person or business per year, is making it difficult for the foundation to contribute to non-profit organizations. He thinks the restriction by the Frontiers Road administration is a retrograde step.
I can't let the opportunity be missed here to really call on the government of Barbados to restore the previously existing income tax legislation, which gave incentives to persons, both companies and individuals in this country, to provide donations to charities and to non-profit companies. You know, this was a provision that had been started under the previous Barbados Labour Party government, and in fact the David Thompson administration, the administration of the late David Thompson, enhanced that provision by making it even easier for persons who gave donations to charitable organizations to get tax incentives. In fact, it was up to 10% of your salary. I think it is a backward step, it's a retrogressive step to take off tax incentives. The ability to obtain tax concessions on donations given to more than one charitable organization or non-profit company.
The Clarkston Foundation was set up to help young people find employment or create their own employment. A top Barbadian DJ has returned home from neighboring Trinidad and Tobago with news that's not too flattering about that country's internationally acclaimed Carnival Festival. Alvin Toppin tells Barbados Today that this year's festival is under serious economic pressure that appears to be impacting on the music and the fest.
Trinidad has had 5 fantastic years. This year, they're a bit average, and also in Trinidad, there's a recession which is seriously impacting on Trinidad Carnival. I was there last Sunday. I spoke to many people there. I spoke to the people on the ground. The recession is seriously impacting Carnival. Also, with the music not at the level that it was at last year, that is also impacting Carnival, because, you know, as it is in Barbados, we like big tune, real talk, we love big tunes. I mean, the tunes are not big and fat like a pregnant aunt. The Bajans don't really log on to the music. But I think the recession in Trinidad is seriously impacting the Carnival.
In sports now, Barbados has come in for high praise as a multi-sporting world acclaimed destination. New Zealander Tony Lawson, whose team Concise Miss Barbados won the Round the Island Yachting Regatta Thursday by smashing the previously held 4.5-hour record in half the time, said this country is unrivaled as a sporting market. Speaking to Barbados Today Saturday night at the Cliff Restaurant during celebrations for his victory, the Chief Executive Officer of Team Concise said not even Antigua, which is reputed for its yachting, can compare with Barbados.
You've got everything. You've got the beaches, you've got the fishing, you've got horse racing, polo, motor racing. Bajans love speed. There's no doubt about that. You have all these things. You've got great restaurants, fantastic hotels. You've got some of the top hotels in the world. But, you know, in addition to that, you know, you go to the East Coast. It's beautiful. You've got the breeze, you've got the ozone. You know, it's this fantastic place. And so, you know, it's just not one-dimensional. A place like Antigua, they're flat, they're like, you know, coral rocks. Here you've got, you know, you still have these beautiful forests, you still have, you know, these great places to go to. You've got this whole differential.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Turning now to news from the region, 3 British travelers have been infected with the Zika virus after traveling to Colombia, Suriname, and Guyana. As officials revealed this week, as of January 2016, 3 cases associated with travel to those regional territories have been diagnosed in the UK travelers. The government agency did not provide further details about the cases, but added that the virus does not occur naturally in the UK. Barbados recorded 3 confirmed cases of the mosquito-borne disease. The Trinidad authorities have given the assurance that they are addressing concerns of safety in the nation's energy sector. The energy minister says there is an act in place to address those concerns, though more enforcement may be needed.
The Vice President of Inspection Company Incor Tech Limited said he sees an accident every week in the local energy sector and is calling on legislation to make certain inspections mandatory. The Energy Minister told TV6 News the petroleum regulations under the Petroleum Act provides for inspections.
I think that what we need to do is really beef up on our regulatory role and do more proactive inspections to make sure that we catch these incidents, that we catch these situations before they develop into incidents. So we already have the legislative teeth to do it right now.
On the international scene, a travel ban in New York City has ended as the eastern U.S. begins digging out from the weekend's massive snowstorm. New York, the most populated city in the U.S., saw its second highest snowfall since records began in 1869, according to Mayor Bill de Blasio. As 5 states saw snowfalls of 3 feet or more. AP News Agency reported the deaths of at least 28 people. People died in car accidents, from carbon monoxide poisoning, and from heart attacks while shoveling snow. The storm, dubbed Snowmageddon and Snowzilla, is now weakening and heading for the Atlantic Ocean.
From above, the monster storm looks peaceful, almost serene. But on the ground, it caused death, misery, and destruction, from fatal accidents to huge snow piles, flooding, and the complete shutdown of major cities. The blizzard of 2016 is one for the record books.
This is a historic snowstorm. This is a huge challenge for Pennsylvania. We are deploying all of our resources to try to make sure that the people of Pennsylvania are safe.
Okay, back, now forward.
As the weather begins to subside and people dig out from tons of snow, it could be days before life gets back to normal.
Stay patient, and to quote a line from one of my favorite musicals, we're all in this together. So just stay patient.
I've never seen anything like it. Within minutes, a rush of water from that bay came over into the harbor and essentially flooded our crew.
In New Jersey, coastal residents are assessing damage from tidal flooding that sends seawater and ice blocks onto town streets.
And on that note, we end our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You could also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.